Good morning. Well, people are kind of terrible, aren't they? So when you uh, when you are encountering these kinds of folks who are essentially false friends or false confidants, or even just bad associates of any kind, usually there's this underlying continual message of "you do for me, but I don't do for you," and these are the ones you have to watch out for. Because what they'll do is they'll take advantage of you every step of the way. And now, uh, what we commonly will find is that there's no degree of obligation from one way to the other. It's always a one-way street. So these kinds of people, they aren't the kind that we need to be associating with. You don't have an obligation to everyone in the world. You need to be looking out for everyone you can, but especially those in the Christian faith. Okay, it's near the end of Galatians, that one. Um, Yet, when we do have these kinds of connections with others, that you want to expect a certain degree of reciprocity, to where you help them with something, and then you hope that they'll be there for you in the future as well. This is kind of like a relationship building natural cause and effect. Not that you should expect things from other people. The point is that we've lost this. It isn't on its way out. It's already gone. It's completely gone. And you need to watch out for yourselves, because the moment that the person that you're giving to, or the people you're giving to, are in the slightest bit uncomfortable, and I only mean uncomfortable. I don't mean like it's even necessarily something that's going to disrupt their lives in any meaningful way, rather that it just makes them uncomfortable. That is when you will watch them leave. You'll watch them turn immediately to um, that you're being unreasonable or something like that. Okay. Now, I've had this, of course, in personal experience, but it's more that I see it all around me constantly. It won't be going away anytime soon, because we won't see the return to Christian values, as far as I can tell, anytime soon. So, among Christians, there isn't a brotherhood, and there really ought to be. There's no brotherhood. There's certainly not a sisterhood, unless you consider like gossip to be a sisterhood. And among those who call themselves Christians, the husband-wife relationship is is so toxic. It makes you sick to see it. You get that pit in your stomach. Oh my word! Look at these people. I don't want that for me. And this is what turns so many young people off of the idea of a legal marriage, or being married in a church, for example. Just in general, any kind of long-term commitment. Because if you tie yourself to someone else, then their level of degree that they can take from you without giving back just goes up. It shouldn't be that way. It didn't used to be that way, but because we have modern society and the court system, the laws of the land that have been turned against Christian values, against marriage, they're being used to leverage people away from each other, essentially. And when you see it happen like this, it's just and I don't mean to be a black pillar right now. I'm not trying to bring you down, but please be aware, these kinds of people, they have these continual mindsets of what is best for them. They aren't thinking about others. They aren't thinking about you. You aren't on their mind. They are thinking about them. They put themselves first and no one else. And I'm kind of advising you to be the same way, but more that you should be shrewd and discerning. And if you find yourself linked to these kinds of associations with these other kinds of people, then be wary, because they are going to take advantage of you. And if you don't see it coming, it might be a blow. Don't let it be a blow. Just recognize that these kinds of things are going to happen and that you have to roll with the punches. So be aware of these false friends, of these snakes in the grass, because they may be just using you as a stepping stone. They may be taking advantage of what you can give them without any kind of plan for how they can do the same in reciprocation of your love for them. And that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for this one. So stay safe out there.